Mania, we sit down with the Director General Mining Cadastral Office, Engineer Obadiah Simon Nkom, to enlighten us on how transparent is Nigeria's mining licensing systems, its reforms, policies, and what is new with the e-cadastral system. Find out more on this. Don't miss out on Mining Matrix.
Hello and welcome to Asset Television News. I am Mania OCAB. Here are the headlines. Do not ban campaigns in North. Atiku cautions INEC. FCT teachers suspend 6-day-old strike. And NEMA cautions on floods in parts of Nigeria. Now the news in details. The Nigeria Union of Teachers Federal Capital Territory has suspended the ongoing strike by primary and secondary school teachers with immediate effect. The chairman, Abdullahi Shafa, disclosed this at a news conference in Wogwalada on Sunday. Shafa said the decision followed an emergency meeting convened to review the intervention of the FCT minister, Nyesom Wike, in the dispute declared on April 20, 2026. According to him, the minister approved a 5 billion monthly commitment to address teachers' outstanding needs. On promotion matters, Shafa said the minister had pledged to engage the chairman of the FCT Civil Service Commission to remove the vacancy precondition for teachers' promotion and review the 2024 promotion exercise. He said the following stakeholders' resolution: the council has directed all FCT primary and secondary school teachers to resume duties on Monday, April 27th, 2026. Shafa added that no teacher should be victimized for participating in the strike, noting that the council will review its position if the FCT administration failed to honor the agreement. He commended teachers for their solidarity and reaffirmed SWEC's commitment to improved working conditions in the FCT. Former Vice President Atiku Abubakar has cautioned against moves to suspend political campaigns in parts of northern Nigeria, warning that such a step could undermine constitutional rights and deepen fears of the enfranchisement amid worsening insecurity. Atiku's reaction followed reports that the Senate may be weighing the suspension of political activities in 8 states grappling with escalating violence, including Borno, Benue, and Plateau states. In a statement issued on Sunday by his senior special assistant on public communications, Frank Shaibu, the former presidential candidate described the development as deeply troubling, noting that while insecurity remains a grave national challenge, it must not be used to justify restrictions on democratic participation. Atiku further called on the Commission and security agencies and the administration of President Bola Ahmed Tinubu to clarify their positions and reassure Nigerians that no part of the country will be denied its constitutional rights. The governor of Nasarawa State, Abdullahi Sule, has urged the Dangote Group to scale up its investments by leveraging the state's abundant mineral resources. Speaking at the opening of the 3rd edition of the Nasarawa Trade Fair and Exhibition, NASFE, the governor, who was represented by the Director of Trade in the State, Industry and Investment, Dr. Ahmed Abu II, said already collaboration with the Dangote Group is underway. The governor said Nasarawa State is home to several mineral resources that will interest the Dangote Group. He commended the company for its job creation stride, adding its $100 billion target for Vision 2030 will further help not only businesses but the Nigerian economy. The Dangote Group is the major sponsor of the Nasarawa Trade Fair and Exhibition with the theme Unlocking Industrial Synergy, Deepening the Value Chain and Driving Inclusive Growth in Nasarawa State. We'll now take a short break, and when we return, more news.
Who really owns what in the Nigerian mining sector? This week on Mining Matrix with Mania, we sit down with the Director General Mining Cadastral Office, Engineer Obadiah Simon Nkom, to enlighten us on how transparent is Nigeria's mining licensing systems, its reforms, policies, and what is new with the e-cadastral system. Find out more on this.
The National Emergency Management Agency, NEMA, has concluded arrangements for a massive sensitization in some council areas in Anambra, Ebonyi, and Enugu states on the 2026 flood predictions. The Information Officer of NEMA Enugu Operations Office, Izini Inayelugu, disclosed this to journalists in Enugu, emphasizing that the agency, its partners and stakeholders will carry out robust sensitization in the states. The flood preparedness sets for action followed the 2026 Nigerian Meteorological Agency NIMET seasonal climate prediction and the Nigerian Hydrological Services Agency annual flood outlook released on February 10th and April 15th respectively. Inayelugu said that the two agencies in their predictions noted that there would be high rainfall and high risks of flood in the three states under the NEMA Enugu Operations Office, namely Anambra, Ebonyi, and Enugu states. The Kogi state government has assured residents of its commitment to providing support and enabling environment needed to eliminate malaria in the state. Kogi State Commissioner for Health, Dr. Abdulaziz Adeiza, gave the assurance during the media party organized by Frank's Health Initiative in collaboration with the Kogi Malaria Elimination Program to mark the 2026 World Malaria Day. He declared that Kogi was ready to demonstrate the political will required to support efforts aimed at ending the disease. The commissioner, represented by the permanent secretary in the Ministry of Health, Maji Enoch, said the present administration maintained an open-door policy to ensure the process of malaria elimination programs across 3 senatorial districts. He commended the media for its role in disseminating information, creating awareness and sensitizing citizens on preventive and curative measures against malaria. Dr. Adeiza also disclosed that the state government has met its obligations by paying counterpart funding to donor agencies supporting the malaria elimination projects. Executive Director of Women in Mining Africa, Dr. Comfort Asokoro Ogaji, says Africa's mineral wealth should not be measured only by production volumes and revenues, but by the tangible benefit it delivers to women and host communities in Africa. She stated this ahead of an event to be hosted by Women in Africa at the 12th session of the Africa Regional Forum on Sustainable Development organized under the United Nations Economic Commission for Africa. Now, Ogaji highlighted that the event will focus on advancing dialogue around the African Responsible Minerals and Gender Index, AMGI, an emerging framework designed to promote gender-responsive mineral governance and measurable outcomes for women and host communities across the continent. The session, themed Advancing Gender-Responsive Mineral Governance and Measurable Host Community Outcomes through AMGI, is expected to attract representatives of African institutions, private sector operators, development partners, environmental stakeholders, and civic society groups. According to her, AMGI seeks to strengthen accountability, monitor progress, and align Africa's extractive sector with the Sustainable Development Goals Agenda 2063 and the African Mining Vision. Dr. Comfort Asokoro Ogaji emphasized that discussions at the side event will focus on gender-responsive benefits sharing, women's inclusive in mineral value chains, community-centered accountability, responsible minerals in the energy transition, and pathways for piloting index.
The event forms part of the Border ARFSD 12 theme, Turning the Tide Transformative and Coordinated Actions for 2030 Agenda and Agenda 2063. Mania, OCAB, Asset Television News. Ogad.
And that's the news at this hour. Many thanks to the production crew. Do follow us on our social media handles for more news and programming. I am Manya OCB. Thanks for watching.
Who really owns what in the Nigerian mining sector? This week on Mining Matrix with Mania, we sit down with the Director General Mining Cadastral Office, Engineer Obadiah Simon Nkom, to enlighten us on how transparent is Nigeria's mining licensing systems, its reforms, policies, and what is new with the e-cadastral system. Find out more on this. Don't miss out on Mining Matrix with Mania, where solid minerals meets policy, only on Asset Television.